As you know, PhD Investigator and I have long zeroed in on Rashad Richey's phony degrees, and we've had a lot of fun doing it. At one point, Rashad was buying masters and doctorates so fast, we couldn't keep up. In the end, Rashad's academic degree claims reached a peak about a year ago. Then they started to recede, disappearing from his resume. Wait, how does that work? I mean, once you boast about possessing a degree on LinkedIn, why would you pull it down? Well, evidently, our biting commentary is having an effect, as Rashad doesn't seem too proud of his degrees anymore. And tonight, I'm going to review all the ones that he's wished into the cornfield. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With cold, blunt analysis cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's time for the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
Our efforts to unmask the silliness of Rashad's academic background didn't please him, so he had his lawyer threaten me in the comments section of one of my videos. Actually, two of my videos. And recently, he posted this gem on Facebook. Let's read it.
Rashad Richey, March 18th. The journey is real. We're deep into the case study phase of my doctoral research
program in quantum physics. A case study in physics. Interesting.
Specifically studying the quantum coherence capabilities of phonons in lattice structures, programmable nanocrystal technology, and their interactive properties in biological and neurological systems.
Wow, that is some fancy language. He must be a genius.
I'm thankful to my professors and doctoral research committee, Dr. Willie Rockward, Chairman of Physics and Physics Engineering at the one and only Morgan State University.
Yeah, like Morgan State is Harvard. It's an HBCU of very, very poor reputation. Hey, Willie, if you're helping Rashad fake another sheepskin, then you have no credibility as a physicist. And if you don't believe me, go to my recent video where I showed you how Rashad can mangle a physics property. He demonstrated quantum coherence by having students hold up their hands. It was truly hysterical. We go on.
Dr. Winston J. Carhey,
a chiropractor,
Chief Administrator at West Cascade Medical Center.
Ooh, that must be a big operation. Here it is. That's the medical center. It looks to be about a, 1,500 square foot home. And going back.
And Dr. Akiki.
She's the founder of the Paris Graduate School. So his doctoral committee comprises only 3 people, and only one of them from his institution. One of them is not even a faculty member anywhere. I mean, get real.
And while it has come with sacrifice, unbelievable hours, lectures galore.
Yeah, I bet.
Many laboratory experiments,
for which he has published nothing,
and even a couple of bad faith propagandists along the way.
Gee, I wonder who he's talking about.
It's worth every moment. Let truth always prevail, and the people always be your agenda.
The truth prevailing? You're the one that's pulling degrees off of his resume now because they were phony. And if you're wondering if Rashad Richey has an ego, well, take a look at this. Dr. Rashad Richey, multimedia broadcaster. Yeah, that's true. Physics professor. Nope, he is not a physics professor. Inventor. He's invented nothing. Managing partner of the law office of Richey and Wilson. That makes it sound like he's a lawyer, but he's not. Best-selling author. Best-selling author? Oh my gosh. A lightning bolt should have struck him when he was publishing this. President of Rolling Out, that's true. And he's an all-around badass. Ooh. It doesn't end there. He even has these bumper stickers for sale. This is on richieswag.com. He's selling bumper stickers that say, Beware, I know Dr. Rashad Richie, and I am not making this up. That's right. You can get a bumper sticker that proclaims to the world that you know Dr. Rashad Richie, and therefore you're not one to mess with. It even says at the top, F around and find out. That's right. Knowing Rashad Richie will get you out of trouble because nobody screws with Rashad. Now, it's not uncommon for Rashad to brag about possessing a degree on social media, but never actually claim it on his online resume. Why anyone would do that is hard to understand unless the degree was absolutely worthless. And worthless describes his degree in counseling from the American College of Theology, a diploma mill that sold its degrees for $249, and his master's in agronomical physics that he claimed from the University of Renaissance in Haiti, even though that university has no such program. But what about some of those that he did post on LinkedIn? This Rolling Out article mentions a few of them that have turned to dust. Keep in mind, he's the president of Rolling Out, so he wrote this himself. It says here, Science News Watch hails Richie's research as groundbreaking. Who owns Science News Watch? Rashad Richie. For example, consider the master's degree that he supposedly received in physics from Universidad Empresarial. It's gone now. My expose, where I showed that the hugely popular German magazine Der Spiegel went to its campus and just found an old lady tending her home, might have had something to do with that. But whatever the case, Rashad now seems to say, oops, I guess I never got a master's degree from them after all. But what about that master's thesis that he supposedly wrote for the college that he published in the fraudulent journal IJSR? Who knows? Then there was the University of the Pacific, where he supposedly got his master's in neuroscience. Oh, wait, I should have read that more carefully. University of Pacific, but even that is misleading, because there is a real University of Pacific in Columbia, but it's purely an undergraduate university and only teaches business. No, what he refused to say at first was that his degree came from the University of Pacific, Nicaragua. I did an expose on it, and it's a diploma mill. Now, before Rashad gets his panties in a bunch, let me remind him that he no longer claims it. He pulled it down. He basically said,
a master's degree in neuroscience from Universidad del Pacifico in Nicaragua, and no comprende.
The article says that he supposedly finished his Doctor of Science, DSc, in International Immigration Law and World Economies from Azteca University in Mexico. First, immigration law doesn't sound very sciencey, but on LinkedIn he claims it as a Doctor of Law, so he can't even figure out which doctorate to claim. No matter, this degree isn't worth the paper it's printed on. It's total garbage. And what's this Business University of Costa Rica? He claimed a PhD from that school, although he decided not to tell us what subject. No matter, because that was apparently a mistake. It's now gone. The loss of this next one really hurts. No phony doctorate claim provided PhD Investigator and I more enjoyable hours than the one he supposedly earned from the Schofield Seminary, which turned out to be a small church in Modesto, California. We shredded him on it, so he changed it to make it appear that he did his actual studies at a Central American diploma mill called Western Orthodox University. We shredded him some more, even reading excerpts from his dissertation that were evidently ghostwritten by David Duke. Well, his Schofield PhD is now long gone. I guess he imagined the whole thing. But what happened to Western Orthodox University? It's gone the way of the dodo as well. Now remember, I said that I enjoyed thrashing on his fake degree from Schofield more than any other? Yeah, well, I lied. Because his PhD in physics from the Asia Pacific School of Business was the hoot. Before you say, You can't get a physics degree from a business school. I'll have you know that Rashad changed to a Master of Science in Neuropsychology after I poked fun of it. Then it became a Master of Arts in Neuropsychology. I ripped that a new asshole, so it became a mere Master's Certificate, or whatever that is, in Neuropsychology. But even that is now long gone. It's just as well, because I proved the Asia Pacific School of Business doesn't really exist. It's a classic diploma mill with no campus and no faculty. So what's left? Well, he got rid of all the ridiculous degrees from diploma mills that either don't exist or require no real work, a total of 6 advanced degrees. 6! By pulling those degrees down, he is all but admitting that he didn't really earn them. Who earns a legitimate degree, then pulls it off their resume? Don't get me wrong, what's remaining is a bunch of junk. But the truly ludicrous degrees have now been erased from his resume, except this one. This is yet another diploma mill. So why didn't he purge it? It turns out that he can't pull it down. In my next video, I'll explain why. And when you hear it, you'll wonder if his EDD and MBA are also illegitimate. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.